Alright, so sorry about the lighting in here. It's very late at night, but I'm going to try to do something here. I'm going to try to show you how I record a little bit of a song. And so I've got the computer recording over there. I've got my microphone set up over here. I've got my guitar, and I'm going to do a little bit of a song, and I'm going to show you how I would sing the thing, play the thing, and then do some multi-tracking. Right now I've got Cubase recording in the background, and I can see my levels are moving. Alright, I've got 3 tracks set up. I've got Vox, which is going to be my main microphone, which is this one here. And I've got Git mic, which is my guitar mic, which is going to be this black thing down here. That's going to be on track 2. Track 3 is going to be on the guitar, on the Ovation here. As you can see, there's a chord. This is an electric acoustic guitar. Alright, it's got a built-in pickup, and it's got the controls right here. And that's plugged into an effects unit, which is on the floor, which you probably can't see. I might take a picture of that later. That plugs in there, and it goes to my audio interface, which is on the side. I'll show you a little picture of that when I finish this, if I don't forget. So what I would do is I would get Cubase running, my microphone's all going, my guitar all tuned up, and I'm ready to go, and I would start to record a bit of a song. So what I thought I would do is a little bit of a song that I wrote a while ago that goes like this. So I'm having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. There's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby, and I'll be the best dad that I can. So we're having a baby, and Deanie's gonna be a mom. She cried a lot when she heard it, tiny heart beating like a drum. How can she wait for February? She's more excited every day. Can't wait to see our little baby. Please make the months just fly away. Now, that's without warming up or anything. I haven't played any guitar today, but you just pick it up and you sing and you do your thing. So, at that point, let's say I had done the song and I was satisfied with that, or I wanted to go hear it. So let's go take a look and see what it's like. So in order to add more tracks to this song, I'm going to play back the music in Cubase while recording on another track. That's the 4th track in this case. I'm going to wear my headphones so I can hear the music through my headphones. And all I'm going to use now is my better mic, my vocal mic, because I prefer the sound of the acoustic guitar mic'd rather than plugged directly in. Alright, and so I'm going to be able to hear myself playing, and I'm also going to be able to hear the music, and I'm going to be able to overdub. Now, I don't have anything planned for this song, although I did write this song and I recorded it before, but I didn't do any multi-tracking. I just sang it straight. So I'm trying to show you how I would do this. So I got my mic all set up, I've got the track all set up, I'm going to grab my guitar. The other thing that I didn't do, however, is I didn't give myself any kind of a count in. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, so I know when to start. So we're just going to play around with this, okay? I'm aiming the mic roughly at my fretboard here. I'm not too worried about it. Here we go. Let's try it in another key. I'll do it in D. So it's in E, but so I'll do it in D. I don't know how this is going to go. At this point, I've got about, what have I got? I've got I've got my vocals, my mic guitar, my direct inject guitar, I've got another rhythm guitar that I put in there, or two other rhythm guitars, and I've got solo. So now I'm going to try to do some harmonies. The song didn't originally have harmonies. I'm not sure what I would do, but I'm just going to make something up as I go along, and we'll see how we could possibly layer this thing up. So I've set up Cubase, I've got another track, I've muted my guitar solo track for now, just so it's not too distracting, and we're going to give it a shot. So let's see what happens here. Starting up Cubase, start to record. Going to wear the headphones. Normally I would probably stand up for this. So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. And I'll wear a party hat. I better start a savings plan. And I'll be the best dad that I can. And Dee Dee's gonna be a mom, beating like a drum. She's more excited every day. Please make the monsters fly away. So as you can, everybody's talking at the same time in the mix, but that was a crazy harmony, but we're going to try another one. In this particular case, I wanted to mute the other harmony track. And I'm gonna be a dad, and I'll wear a party hat. All right, so at this point I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if I can see them from here, tracks. None of them are very good, all right? But there's something to work with, all right? And normally if I was doing this, I would repeat them, or I would at least warm up and practice a little bit, know what I want to do, all right? I'm just doing this for the sake of the tutorial. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to go over to Cubase, and we're going to mess around with the tracks and see what kind of effects we can do. Maybe I can cut a few things out, and maybe I can make it sound a little bit better than if it was just raw like that. All right, so I'll be right back. So this right here, this is this little tiny guy. That's my music computer. It's a powerful little thing. There's no other software on this other than music stuff, all right? No internet, no games, no nothing. This desktop I'm going to use to do the video editing in Sony Vegas. This is what I'm recording on right now, however, all right, because I've got my Camtasia software on that. Okay, so we're back at the desktop. We've got Cubase running. We've got our tracks done. And it's time now to see what we can do with this song. All right, and I think the first thing that I would like to do, after making sure that I've got it saved, is I'm just going to select this and I'm going to do some colors. So just so I can recognize things a little bit better. This is my original vocal track, and these were my original guitar tracks that I played at the same time. One was my guitar mic and one was my direct inject, you know, plugging the guitar in. And then I have guitar 1, I'll make it that color. I have guitar 2, make it another color of green, and I've got my solo, and I'll make it even a different color of green. All right, and then I'm going to do actually all my harmonies in, you know, in the same color like that. Save, Control S to save. All right, now let's have a little bit of a listen to this. Picture that later. That plugs in there, and it goes to my interface, which is on. Lots of talking and stuff going on here. Finish this, so don't forget. So what I would do is I would get Cubase running. My microphone's all going, my guitar all tuned up. Trying to go. Now sounds like quite the mess. So what I thought I would do is a little bit of a song that I wrote a while ago. That goes like this. So I'm having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. It's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. I cannot wait for February. I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad that I can. Okay, well, it's pretty nightmarish, but we're gonna work on this. We're gonna see what we can do. First thing I'm gonna do is I am going to I'll show you the mixer. This is the Cubase LE5 mixer anyhow, and everything's up pretty high. What I usually do is I'm gonna leave my vocal there. I'm gonna take this main guitar down a little bit, and I'm gonna take the DI guitar. I'm gonna put it quite a bit down. And there's a couple of different ways you can do this, so I'm going to just move this over to maybe LE7 and right 10. Okay, so those guitars are going to be separated a bit. These are obviously going to be probably too loud as well, but we're going to look at those in a bit. Now I want to think about this. I'm going to take this to maybe right 50. We're just going to try that, and I'll go with left 40 for now. And then my guitar solo, I'm going to put not right in the middle. I'm going to put it at, let's say, right 25. We'll try that. And then my harmonies, these were sort of, I believe they were higher harmonies. I'll swing this one way out to there, and this one pretty similar, maybe even a bit more. I usually don't put low harmonies out far, so I'll just put it there. Now this is going to be a little unbalanced because I don't have that many harmonies. All right, so we'll see what we can do about that though. Okay, now, well, I suppose let's listen to a little bit of that. Wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. You know, there's a couple of sweet notes in there, and there's a lot of crappy notes in there, and I'm not going to do an auto-tune type thing. What I am going to do is I'm going to add some effects, and that's going to make it sound instantly a little bit better, but we need to do some cutting and pasting here. So I'm going to add, not another audio track, I'm going to be adding an effects channel track, and I'm going to choose the only reverb really in this particular program other than free plugins, and I'm totally fine with this one. And I want it up reasonably high, and I'm going to choose the bright plate reverb, which is the one that I really like, and I'll go for 70 something. And I'm going to change the name to say reverb here. and then I'm just going to apply it to the different channels. So I'm going to click this little E here, and that's going to open up my channel settings, and I'm going to put reverb right here and turn it on. Okay, so I just selected it and turn it on, put it to around there. There are other things that I want to do, so I might as well go ahead and do it right now. In my EQ, this is for my lead vocals, I'm going to chop off the bottom of the signal because I won't need that, all right, especially in the mix. And I'm going to just raise the higher end a little bit there. We'll get into compression in a bit, and I'm going to do the same on these ones. I'm going to add some reverb to the guitar. That's fine. Now, one thing that's important, and I guess I want you to hear this. I'm going to come over here, and this is the guitar mic, and I'm just going to solo this. All right, so listen to this. I'll be the best dad that I can. So having a baby. Well, you can hear the reverb. Turn it off. Hear how dry that sounds? Now, what I want to do to this guitar is, the reverb sounds fine. I'm going to mess around with the EQ. So listen to this. I don't know. I mean, hopefully you'll be able to hear the difference. I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. Hear how rumbly and full it sounds there? It's a lot more tinier there. All right? That's actually what I want. All right, I want that effect on that guitar. I want to cut off the low end, and I want to just boost the high end just a little bit. I'm not really dealing with the mids in this case. I could take more time and sweep for problem frequencies. I'm not doing that in this tutorial. I'm going to do the same kind of thing over here. I'm going to add reverb. Now this is a very small signal, and it is a little bit more tinier because this is coming from the Ovations pickup. But I'm still going to go ahead and do that, and I'm just going to leave that there. So this is not very surgical, very exact EQing or anything, but it will definitely help the guitars as they are. All right, so I've got reverb and EQ. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I could just be copying and pasting sort of presets. I'm going to put some reverb on that guitar. I don't even remember what I did with that guitar. And oh yeah, these are my two picking kind of guitars. And I'm doing the same kind of reverb on here and that. Okay, and I'll come over to this one and we'll solo that one as well. And we'll cut the low end, low cut, high pass, to some extent anyhow. Add some reverb. And let's just have a listen to those things there. I'm gonna be a dad. It's gonna be a new birthday. Now we're a party. Starting to sound kind of nice. Can't wait for February. Alright, okay, starting to sound kind of nice. Let's go back to the vocals and see what we got. Okay, we got everything set. We got the reverb. Okay, cool. Okay, well, let's go to the guitar solo now and do the same thing. Let's just up the reverb, a nice amount of reverb. We're going to cut this. We're going to boost that. And I'm going to be a dad. There's going to be a new birthday. And I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad. You may not like it coming out that much out of one ear. That's fine. I am hearing some popping and crackling now. I have to say that I'm recording on my my sort of internet gaming desktop computer, and it's not a dedicated music computer, so there may be other issues, and this computer sometimes crashes if I try to record music on it. So that's why I have a dedicated music computer. I'll see if the machine doesn't give up on me. I'll go in there and I'll show you how to. I'll try to get rid of that pop or crack. We really haven't done much adjusting to anything, and I certainly don't have any EQ on yet, but let's at least get rid of this stuff. All right, so let's start this kind of thing. Okay, I'm just going to pull these tracks. Let's find out where the song starts. In fact, I don't need this stuff anymore. I don't need to solo stuff. I'm just going to mute the harmonies for the time being because we haven't touched them yet. Where am I here?
A while ago, that goes like this.
Goes like this. All right, so we're just going to come roughly in there. I'll just fade in. I'm not going to do a perfect setup for this song, but just get rid of some of that crap there. And then the guitar is going to come in, and that's going to come in. And let's just make sure everything's fading in nicely by zooming in a little bit. Some of these colors aren't that great to see these fades. You just pull that end and it fades in. So let's see that.
All tuned up and ready to go, and I would start to record a bit of a song. So what I thought I would do is a little bit of a song that I wrote a while ago that goes like this. So
okay, it goes like this.
A while ago that goes like this. So I haven't.
You know, it depends what you really want to do here. I don't really want that talking there. Bring the fade back a bit.
So I having a baby.
Okay, maybe that's all right. Okay, one thing you can do is you can just cut the ends off here, and then it's nice and straight for fading in the harmonies as well.
So I having a baby. Now I'm gonna be a dad. There's gonna be.
Okay, so I'm going to want to be saying I'm going to be a dad there, so I'm not going to want that first one there. So I'm going to pull them all in to about there. Okay, let's go ahead and do what we did with the other tracks for the harmonies. Okay, I'm going to add some reverb. I'm going to cut the low end. I won't bother to boost the high end there. Do the same here. Reverb. You know, just add a bit, see how you feel about it. Don't add too much. And last one. Okay, now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to press F3, or you can click this button, and I want to go into the mixer. I just want to have another look.
Be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad that I can. So we're having a baby, and Deanie's gonna be a mom. She cried a lot when she heard it. Tiny heart beating like a drum.
Well, it's not Stairway to Heaven, but it's something. Now, there's definitely a lot of problems in here, popping and crackling and stuff like that. The other thing that I would tend to do, I'll show you with harmonies right away, because it's hard to sing a harmony and get it to start and stop at the exact right position. So what I would do is I would zoom in here, a little bit better than what I'm doing, and I would select all of them, and I would choose the scissors, and I would cut them. I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to drag this over, and I'm going to do a fade on all of them. So it's going to fade just in at the very beginning. I'm going to grab these ones, and I'm going to pull them back, and I'm going to fade them out. And I would probably do that for every single phrase. All right, because sometimes you got breathing and stuff like that, or you bump something, you know, in between when you're singing. I'm not going to do that all for the tutorial, but this is what I would do, and I would cut them so that if one of these harmonies stops singing before the others, I want to use that as the guide. I want to go with the shortest one, pull all the other ones back to there. Otherwise, it's going to sound really weird. Now, another thing that you can do is you can see these waves are quite big, the size. The amplitude of these is bigger than, say, these, which means they're going to be louder. You can also select them, and then you can pull this down, and that can change their volume. I'll show you what I mean.
Now I'm gonna be a dad. It's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat.
So you can do stuff like that, although I already adjusted the volume. There's more that we need to do. I haven't done any compression, and I haven't done much, really. Here's what we're going to do, though, because this is driving me nuts. We're coming in here. I'm double-clicking on. I'm opening this up in the wave editor, and I'm going to zoom in. And vocals are one of the most important things to me, so I'm going to listen, and let's find that pop, and let's see if we can do anything about that.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be.
All right, let's figure out why we're not moving in there.
Be a dad.
Even if I don't get it to work. Okay, so you can see that. You see how ugly that is. That looks like a little knife, a little pin thing there. That thing is a big problem, but we should be able to get rid of that pretty easily. And this is what you would do for the every track, all right? So I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to select a bit of this. I'm not being super surgical. I'm going to go to Audio, Process, Silence. Now I might have to put a fade in before and a fade out, but we'll see. Let's see.
It's gonna be a new birthday.
Can you believe it? Listen to this.
Gonna be a new birthday.
How about that? Okay, I got it selected. Process, Silence.
It's gonna be a new birthday. Now
You hear that one?
now
Right about there. And you can see these little culprits. Let's just try silencing that one, coming out, and see if we hear it.
a new birthday. Now wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad that I can. So we're having a baby, and Deanie's gonna be a mom. She cried a lot when she heard it. Tiny heart beating like.
Oh, I heard something.
Heard it. Tiny heart beating.
But this is the problem now. It's in this big mountain range. I may not be able to get it. All right. Now, had I sang the song a couple of times with a decent tempo, I might have been able to replace this one word. But I'm going to see if I can. If it's in here, it's almost 99%. I can't do anything about it.
Tiny heart.
Yeah. Because of the way I said heart, I popped the air. Now, should I have used a windscreen? Maybe.
Tiny heart.
Yeah, it's right in their heart. So what I usually do,
Tiny heart.
I do this. Now don't freak out. It's going to sound like shit.
Tiny heartbeat.
I didn't get it. I'm just going to move around till I get it. I know maybe you think it's that, but I don't think it is.
Tiny heartbeat.
It's close. Just going to narrow this down.
Tiny heartbeat.
Okay, listen, what you can sometimes do is you can sometimes get a little bit of it and then do a fade out right there. I don't care what kind of fade out. And a bit of a fade in, and you may get it, and it may not interrupt the word too much. So let's see. It's probably going to sound lousy though.
Tiny heartbeat.
Yeah, I didn't quite get it. I'm leaving it. That one's a tough one. Let's just keep going.
Like a drum. How can't she wait for February? She's more excited every day. Can't wait to see our little baby. Please make the.
I was very sure that was going to give us a problem. Sometimes they don't though.
Please make the months just fly away. Now.
Okay. And then I've got all this stuff at the end. So, you know what? We did a pretty good job of that. and I think now it's time to add some compression. All right, so I'm going to come back into my channel settings, the plugins. Over on this side on the inserts as opposed to the sends, I'm going to click here, dynamics, and I'm choosing this. Now I know there's fancier software with lots of different types of compressors. I don't care. All right, I'm just coming in here, I'm turning on the compressor, I'm dialing in a setting I tend to use, threshold about -30, ratio about 3 something. It depends how loud I sing. I'm not going to worry about my attack and release. They're usually reasonably good, and that's all I'm doing. I'm not even doing makeup gain. All right. I'm probably going to just use that. So let's just have a look at that and see.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. There's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad that I can. So we're having a baby, and Deanie's gonna be a mom. She cried a lot when she heard it, tiny heart beating like a drum. How can she wait for February? She's more excited every day. Can't wait to see our little baby. Please make the months just fly away.
I'm just adding a little bit of compression on these guitars. This one here might or might not need it. I generally would put it on every one. And I have a tendency to use very similar settings. I find they work quite well. I just listen to it, and then I'll make a decision after that. All right. So always, essentially always need compression. And I'm just messing around here. Usually go in the 30s and the 3, and it works pretty good. Okay, somewhere around -32 and 3 something. One of these 1.5, and that never works for me. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I will show you something cool that I do like to do. That will make a little bit of a difference. So I'll turn my compressor on, my solo for sure, you know, because that can be some wild playing, although it wasn't really wild playing here. I haven't touched those harmonies yet. Let's listen to that though. Save it in case it crashes.
I'm a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. There's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad that I can.
Sounding good. Let's go on. Let's put chorus on this guitar here. This acoustic guitar strumming. I don't want too much of that. Okay, a little bit of chorus, but that's very quiet anyhow. Let's see what that sounds like.
So we're having a baby.
All right.
Cried a lot when she heard it, tiny heart beating like a drum. How can she wait for February? She's more excited every day. Can't wait to see our little baby. Please make the months just fly away.
Okay, so I just like a very little bit of that DI signal, that DI guitar in there. I will show you something else that I like to do on my guitars. I like to use this Metalizer. This is my little secret here. Silver. Turn this way down. We'll try 16. Check this out. Okay, we'll see how it sounds.
I'm a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. There's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February?
You hear that weirdness?
Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad that I can. So we're having a baby, and Deanie's gonna be a mom.
Sometimes it depends on the song. It can sound really cool. Okay, so where are we at now? Let's I'm going to have to dig into these harmonies a little bit in order to get them to sound a little bit better. Obviously, let's see what's happening at the end there.
Any guitar to...
Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to cut that off there. In fact, a little trick you can do here is just come to around there and then just hit delete. And then grab these and pull them all back equally so they all end at the same place.
Now. Away. Please make the months just fly away.
Again, it's not a lot of harmonies here, and so they won't sound that great. You can see this one looks bigger than the others, so let me just bring it down a little bit.
A savings plan.
You know, you can see how they end at different places, all right? So I would just come in here, cut, grab just these parts here, pull them back a bit, put a fade out, and come to about there and see how they sound.
I better start a savings plan.
Okay, maybe they gotta go a little bit longer than that.
I better start a savings plan.
It's not bad because it's a pretty casual song, so it almost doesn't matter if one finishes a little bit before the other. It doesn't sound that obvious in this song, but it can be really obvious sometimes. So I basically will do this all the time for all of them, and just, you know, because it just sounds better.
I'll be the best dad that I can.
I'll come in here, I'll tighten this up as well, right to where it's just starting.
And Deanie's gonna be a mom. She cried a lot when she heard it. Tiny heart beating like a drum.
You know, you just have to decide, is that a problem or is it not? Like, I mean, here,
she's more excited every day.
that's the other thing sometimes that you want to do. You want sometimes only some of the harmonies playing, not all the harmonies going full blast every time. So the fact that there's only two here, that's actually a benefit. You might do something like this. I'll show you. I wish if I had more harmonies, it would make a lot more sense. But now that I've got them separated, you know, maybe I don't want that one playing here.
And Deanie's gonna be a mom. She cried.
I can barely hear that. You know, maybe I don't want that one playing.
And Deanie's gonna be a mom. She cried a lot.
You know, just for interest, all right, in the song. So let's have a listen to this and see if there's anything that's obviously wrong with this. I want to listen for more pops and crackles.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad.
I hear something on the word gonna.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be.
Or it mixed in with the I'm gonna. I don't know if you're hearing that, but I'm hearing that.
Be a dad.
Or on B maybe. So this is what I do for a long time.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. There's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat.
Plosives. This is almost a problem, but it might not be. But, you know, this doesn't have to be there. Watch.
And I'll wear a party hat.
Okay, I'll see if I can get rid of it. And even if it's not a big problem, it'll just get rid of some energy. All right, so I'm gonna try getting rid of that. I'm not putting in any fades. I'm just gonna see how it sounds like that. See if it caused a problem or not.
And I'll wear a party hat.
I think it sounds better.
Birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. And I'll be the best.
Okay, how about this? Get annoyed with that solo yet? Well, let's do this non-destructively. We'll just come in here. All right, and I'll choose a little bit. What's the solo here?
Start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the...
All right, I'm tired of this part right here. Let's just say. Mute, grab the other one, give it a fade, give this a fade so we don't get pops and clicks. All right, and as simple as that.
A savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad that I can. So
So you just pick and choose what you really want and don't want, and you make it sound okay. All right, you're not listening. I'm a lot.
A baby, and I'm gonna be a dad.
No, I don't want that at the very beginning. That's ridiculous. All right, so I'll do this.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad.
I also don't want harmonies yet. I want to build the song up.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. There's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can
I don't want harmonies there either. And I don't think I want that solo there yet. And I also think I heard some pops and crackles.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad. There's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby. I'll be the best dad that I can.
Okay, I don't want these harmonies either. I realize it's a short song, there's not much harmonies left. I want those. I don't really want all those leads playing either, but let's see how it sounds at this point.
So we're having a baby, and I'm gonna be a dad.
Baby.
A baby. Having a baby.
Yeah, there's something in baby right now.
Having a baby.
Right in there.
And I'm gonna be
Whatever.
a dad. There's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February?
I don't want that solo part there.
It's gonna be a new birthday, and I'll wear a party hat. How can I wait for February? I better start a savings plan. Can't wait to see our little baby.
Not very good solo.
I'll be the best dad that I can. So we're having a baby, and Deanie's gonna be a mom.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring that back.
Deanie's gonna be a mom. She cried a lot when she heard it. Tiny heart beating like...
Now, do you hear the click in the word heart?
Tiny heart beat...
I don't know where that is, so what I do, I don't know if you're hearing it, I'm hearing it. So I'm going to mute that.
Tiny heartbeat.
And unfortunately it's not there. It's probably in my lead vocals, in which case it's what I heard before and I can't get rid of it, right?
Tiny heart beating like a drum. How can't she wait for February? She's more excited every day. Can't wait to see our little baby. Please make the months just fly away.
Anyways, you know, we could spend a long time at this, but that's basically how I would record the song, and I would go through it, cut out things I don't like, play better, sing better, add a bunch of instruments, and make the song fade off. And then when I was done, I would set the resource locators, whatever, these locators here, and I would go up to File, Export, Audio Mix Down, and I would name it, and I would choose for the mix down, I would choose 16-bit, you know, for CD quality, export, make sure it wasn't on mono, and I would get a nice stereo wave that I could use. So I guess that's basically all I wanted to show you for the time being. Hope that helped. You enjoyed it. See you again soon.